Hello, it's what time is it? It is 8:30 a.m. I'm a mess. Recently my sleep schedule has been kind of gross in the sense that I sleep at like 2 p.m. now and wake up at 9 p.m. which is horrible. I miss most of the day and I miss sunlight, which I do not really like in the first place, so that's kind of okay. And it's 8 a.m. which means it's nearing my bedtime. But evidently since my sleep schedule has been messed up, my productivity has been like on a... I've been drawing a lot and like sketching things that I want to make, and yet I have not done anything to make them. So I want to do an easy crochet project, and since like the last thing I made was a tote bag, I've been thinking maybe I should just make different kinds of crochet bags. So today I'm going to make a crochet purse and you can learn, yay! So a while ago my aunt gave me these really chunky cute yarns, which are really cute and really chunky. It takes like a 9 to 10 millimeter hook. I haven't really found anything to do with it because like I didn't really want to make a cardigan out of this or wearable clothing because it is thick and it's going to be really hot because the weather is shite. So I'm going to make a purse out of it, and yeah, it's going to be super fun. So my idea for it is just something simple, half circular shaped, and I'm going to sketch it out, so yeah, cool beans. Okay, so the whole idea for the purse is something that looks like prepare yourself for horrible drawing, but basically that's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so to make this we're going to need basically 3 different types of pieces. One will be the body of the bag, and we're going to need 2 of these. We're going to need the straps, obviously. I'm either going to do 2 short ones or 1 long one, so it can be like a crossbody strap, but I've not decided yet. And then you're gonna need this thing that goes this way. So basically this is the thing that makes the bag 3D. So if you think about it, what it's supposed to look like from the side is something... No, this is bad, wait. So from the side view, the bag is supposed to look 3-dimensional, like so. Oh my god, this is horrible. So this is the thing that makes it look 3-dimensional. So this part gets, this part gets attached here, and it goes around like this, and then it attaches the 2 pieces together, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm so sorry, this is so ugly, this is genuinely so ugly. Let's just erase it and pretend none of this ever happened. So yeah, we're going to make a purse, a little purse, little thing. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, so first thing you're gonna start with is to make this body of the bag thing. The whole idea is to make a semicircle first, and yeah. So how we start this is by doing a magic circle. So that's your magic circle. Chain 1 and then do 5 single crochets. So 1, there we go. Once you have that, tug on the loose tail so that it tightens, and there we go. So from here chain 1, turn it around, and we're going to work this way. So now what we do is an increase in the first one. So put 2 single crochets in there, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next one. We're going to do an increase again in the one after that. 2. Then we're going to do a single crochet. And in the last one, we're going to do an increase. 1. And 2. Afterwards, you always chain 1, and then you turn your work around. So for the third row, after you chain 1, you're going to do an increase. So every first stitch you're always going to do an increase. So this is row 3, increase, and then you're going to do single crochets. So the amount of single crochets you have to do is the row number you're on minus 1. So since we're on row 3, we're going to do 2 single crochets. So one here, another one here, and then afterwards we do an increase again. 1, 2, and then 2 single crochets, which is again row 3 minus 1. So the row that you're on minus 1. And then afterwards an increase, and then the last one is a single crochet. So technically the formula for it will be something like increase the amount of single crochets, which is your row minus 1. So after the last increase, the number of single crochets you have to do is the usual number that you do for the row minus 1, it means. So we're on row 4 now, so increase, and because we're on row 4, we do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3. After that, we do an increase. And then we do another 3 single crochets. Afterwards it's an increase. And because we've been doing 3 single crochets, so after our last increase, sorry, this all of you on this. Okay, after our last increase, we do 3 minus 1, which is 2. There we go. And then chain 1, turn around. So basically I do this until row 9. So for row 9, it will literally increase all the way up to increase 8 single crochet, increase 8 single crochet, increase 7 single crochet. Okay, so I just finished row 9 and now I'm going to work on row 10. Also, this is a knot, so you should have something already shaped like this. Let me just pop my knuckles. No more knuckle popping. Row 10 is actually really easy. All you need to do is do a single crochet in each stitch all the way across the round, and then at the end we will pivot so that we can work to the top part so that the semicircle is less flat looking. And once you get to the last one, which is 29, so instead of just doing 1 single crochet, we're going to work 3 in the same loop. So 1, 2, and 3. And this is how we get to turn. So we form a little corner like so. And now we're considering this row 11. You're going to single crochet along this straight line. So from here, we're going to chain 1, and then this is row 12. You're going to do a single crochet. Alright, this is here. So for row 12, we're going to single crochet all the way across again, and there should be 21 single crochets. So the last one, instead of just doing 1, we're going to do an increase. So 1 and then another. There we go. So afterwards you just cut it here and afterwards you just cut it here and pull it out. I need to go get my scissors because I always forget to get my scissors before I start working on it. So okay, I got my scissors. So we just snip it off here. If you want to, you can just pull it through the loop and pull it in, and there we go. So now we have 2 of these, and as you can see, we can't just crochet these together because in the end it becomes like flat and 2-dimensional. So if we want it to stand like this, we're going to have to create that ugly diamondy thing that I sketched out. So we can work on that. Okay, so starting with a slip knot, we're going to chain 3. So chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. And then from here, we're going to do 2 single crochets back here. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. Afterwards, we chain 1, and then again we do 2 single crochets here. 1 and 2. From here we chain 1 again, and this will be row 4. This is going to be row 4, and now we do 2 increases. So 1 increase in here, another increase in here, and then 1 increase in here, and then another increase in the same spot. So now we should have 4 single crochets. We chain 1, and then we do 4 single crochets also. Chain 1. Afterwards, we're going to do row 6, which is 1 increase, 2 single crochets, and then another increase. And on row 7, you should be doing 6 single crochets. So okay, and then on row 8, we're just going to do another straight row of just regular single crochets. So on row 9, we do an increase in the first and last stitch again. So as you can see, this forms a pointed edge, like a triangle sort of thing. Okay, so after you do row 9 where it's like this, you're going to do 15 rows of just 8 single crochets. Okay, so once you've got your 15 rows of these done, you should be on row 24, I think. Okay, yeah, you should be on row 24, and just chain 1. And literally what you did from row 1 to row 9, you're going to do backwards. So every time there's an increase, you decrease instead. So on row 25, you do what you did for row 9, but instead of increasing, you decrease. And then you can cut it. Pull it through the loop. And there you go. Now you can start working on attaching the parts together. So what it's gonna do is pick the side that you like, and that will be the right side. So make it right sides facing as you crochet it together like that. Okay, so this is what I already have, and this is the piece that I'm going to attach now. First, decide which side you like better. It doesn't really matter, but I think I like this side better. So I'm going to do it right sides facing. So the side you like more goes on the inside, while the inside, so just put it face down first. Now you're going to flip this inside out to a point where the stitches are out and showing. And then you're going to attach the side that you like more, like so. And from here we're going to just crochet them together. So first things first, get your crochet hook through the first stitch. For this, we're going through the second stitch, not the first one here, the second one here, because the middle section is shorter than the outer section. Okay, so once you're here, you yarn over, you get your yarn through, yarn over, pull your yarn through, take this, and we're going to knot it in. We're going to crochet it in. So tie a knot here. So after you have your knot tied, you get your crochet hook through here and here. Get your crochet hook through, yarn over, chain 1, work back through the same loops, yarn over, and single crochet. So now you just keep doing that downwards. So what I like to do is work into the back loops. So if you can see, for this layer it's more clear, these are the back loops. So instead of going through the whole loop like here, I'm going to zoom in. So okay, instead of going through the whole loop like here, I'll only go through the back loops, which is this. So I'm going to attach the back loops to each other. So here and here, and then yarn over, pull through, and single crochet. And then we'll move on to the next one, back loop, and then the other back loop, yarn over, and single crochet. And we just keep doing that the whole way through. For some of them you can single crochet twice just to make it feel a little more secure, but yeah, that's it. And then you just keep going and going and going. And there we go. So we should have something that looks quite purse-like. Let me just snip this off, and we're going to turn it inside out. So now we have this. Admittedly, it's a little thicker and more three-dimensional than I thought it would be, but I think I can add like a little ribbon, button, or a zip here. Let me just push this down, and we'll have a cute purse type thing. So now to figure out these straps. I think it'll be cute with two little straps here, but I don't think I have enough yarn for that, so I will think about it and get back. But you see, okay, so the reason why we use the back loops is so it looks a little like this, so you can see the outline of this. Alternatively, you can use the inside out version if your stitches actually match, because some people do love the aesthetic of having these exposed yarn stitches showing, but personally I do not like it, so it's inside out for me. Okay, so here's where I decided that I didn't like the look of it at all, so I detached the pieces, undid the entire bottom section. So this time I redid it, making it only 6 stitches wide with the same lengths and everything. Yeah, the thing about crochet is that it's actually a really forgiving medium, which is why I love it. Every time I make projects, I always make a ton of mistakes, and it always requires me to undo so much. It's way more forgiving than sewing. So unlike sewing where it feels more difficult to undo and everything, crochet, all you have to do is just pull on a thread and then it's done. And the yarn can always be repurposed because it's literally just yarn. And yeah, so I think when you want to learn how to crochet, you have to get used to the fact that sometimes you'll make mistakes and you have to undo everything. Sometimes I finish entire projects before deciding I don't like them and then undoing it entirely. So yeah, that's basically crochet. Now I will reattach it again, this way, and this way. Ooh, my yarn dropped. And then I'll reattach it, and then after I reattach it, I will do the straps. So okay, so now I'm going to make the straps, which goes on the bag, and it will look like this. Start with a slip knot, and then from here we're going to chain 2. So 1, 2. Let me just get closer. So after chaining 2, what you're going to do is work a single crochet into the first stitch. I'm using my 9mm hook, by the way. And usually we will chain 1 and turn right, but we don't chain 1, we just turn this counterclockwise like so. And then you will see this loop here. There's one loop. we're going to go through this loop, pulling on it tight, yarn over, pull through, and then single crochet, and then yarn over, pull through again. And then you turn it clockwise like so, and then you work into these 2 loops. And there'll be 2 loops here, you just have to find them, 1 and 2 here. And then you go through the 2 loops, so there are 3 loops, yarn over again, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So the pattern is like so, you just keep turning it clockwise and working through the 2 loops together, and then constantly do that until you've reached the desired length for a strap. I have yet to decide how long I want the strap, so I will think about it and come back. Probably I'm thinking just short, so something about like this. I think that's about 10 inches or so. So yeah, we'll see how much yarn I have left first and just keep going. Okay, so I have my 2 straps. I haven't finished them off yet, so they look like this, and I'll just show you how to finish them off. Also, I did like the chimera noodle thing where I used both ends because I was scared of running out, so okay, so slipping back in again, we go through the 2 loops like we done. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so we're gonna go through the 2 loops like we've done earlier, like we always do, and then we yarn over again, go through both loops, and instead of single crocheting, we're going to slip stitch this in. Then afterwards we chain 1, turn it around, single crochet into the loop that we just made, single crochet into this loop also, and there we go. So we have a flat-ish side to attach it onto. So do the same for the other side. Cut it off. So yeah, we have our 2 noodles, and now we can attach to the bag. Okay, so basically I marked where I wanted the chain to be attached. It is basically the 5th stitch from the center of the circle. You can't really see it here, but the center of the circle is here. So from here it's the 5th stitch on either side. So how we're going to do this again is, okay, we'll take this off first. Here, right sides facing together as always. We're going to put, we're going to put the crochet hook through. I'm going to use the 5mm to attach them because, I don't know, feels right. And the yellow thread. A single crochet, and we're going to do 2 in each, and just for the fun of it I'm going to chain 1, turn it around and work in backwards, and then snip that off. There we go. So now we have the strap that is attached here. We're going to do the same on the other side also. So right sides facing together like so, and then we're going to stitch this together, and the same on the other side, and then we'll be done with the back straps for this side. Okay, so here's the final result. I thought it was really cute. I'm kind of happy with it. It has a super handmade feel to it, which honestly I don't mind because the aesthetic of handmade is getting more and more popular, and it may not be perfect, but it's something that I'm happy with. I really like the color of the bag. It's really bright. The shape is perfectly adequate. I wouldn't say it's amazing or perfect, but I'm happy with it. It turned out the way I sort of want. It's simple. It can carry like 1 notebook and a bunch of stuff. I can stuff it with yarn. He's kind of chunky. The more I look at it, the more I like it. The colors are really cute and everything. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I think it's about time for me to go to bed because I'm tired. Hit all the buttony thingies if you want to. If not, it's all perfectly cool too. And love you. See you. Bye.